13 Ghosts is a 2001 supernatural horror film directed by Steve Beck. It stars Tony Shalhoub, Shannon Elizabeth, Matthew Lillard, Embeth Davidtz, and Unborn. It is a remake of the 1960 film 13 Ghosts, directed by William Castle. In the opening scene, we meet our antagonist and see the extremes he will go to reach his goals. There are some aspects I wasn't a fan of, but it sets up Cyrus well enough. We are also introduced to our very first ghost, the Juggernaut. We learn that unlike all the other ghosts, there is bait used to lure the Juggernaut out. This isn't needed once you see the bloodlust of the Juggernaut upon his arrival, killing indiscriminately. This also sets him up as being the most dangerous of the ghosts yet to be seen. Characters like Rafkin and Kalina are also introduced. There is a family intro that shows the family before the disaster that took away their mother. This is the director quickly trying to bring us up to date on what happened. This is pointless as only a few minutes later, Arthur tells Ben what happened to his wife. This montage scene and its sound effects are dull and unimaginative. Speaking of Ben, his intro walk is slow, dark and ominous. At least that's what they are going for. It's more ridiculous than anything else. The family is informed of the death of Cyrus, and that they inherited his house. Ben gives them a video to watch, made by Cyrus while still alive. There are instances in the video where the sign and the face of each ghost are shown. Something I don't understand about this family is the fact that Arthur is broke. We never find out what his wife did for a living, but we know Arthur is a mathematics teacher. Surely, they have life insurance and home insurance. At least one of those should have paid out. But here they are broke yet able to pay Maggie. Something I could never understand is why Ben goes with the family to the house, then goes and collects the money in the basement. Cyrus's house is roughly 3 hours away. He could have driven there, collected the money, and then taken the key to Arthur, preventing this entire film from taking place as it is dependent on Arthur. They end up going to the house and meet Rafkin. The movement of the house once it is activated looks amazing. In the 1960s, the family only stayed in the house because they had no other place to go. But who would stay in a house haunted by 13 ghosts? In this remake, you are unable to escape once the house starts moving parts, which is a clever way of not just forcing them to be in the house, but also creating a sense of unpredictability. We also see Kathy's first interaction with one of the ghosts in the bathroom. The ghost I can understand, but why does the blood splatter also accompany her on the walls? The ghost called the Angry Princess at first doesn't try to kill Kathy. I thought that she might go only after men, or at least only go after people she believes to not be a good person. That could be a reason why she doesn't try to harm Kathy. But no, that's not it. She eventually does take a swing at Kathy with a knife, but misses. And it is left at that. She doesn't hunt her down like the others. So should we believe that the ghost had a change of heart? This scene is nonsensical to me. Throughout most of the film, I found that most of the attempted jokes fell flat. The cliches are certainly present in a horror film, and Lillard's over-the-top acting is okay in the beginning, but tiresome as time goes on. And as powerful and dangerous as most of the ghosts are, you do not see them, so to say, at their peak. In the original, there are interactions between the ghosts and the living, but due to limitations on special effects, it couldn't be gone in entirely. The ghosts seem like additions to the movie, but in this remake, the ghosts are much more than just additions. They bring something to this film. Unlike the original, there is a short intro to each ghost, some even get a little bio. This was the directorial debut of Steve Beck, and at times, it could be seen. There are some very good ideas in this film, but not executed properly. This is due to the script not being able to follow through in conjunction with the concepts in this film. Although I like Shalhoub as an actor, I don't think he should have been the lead. Lillard could have toned down his over-the-top acting, and overall, I would have liked a slightly darker and slightly more serious tone that we eventually ended up with. Some things cannot be explained, like the fourth ghost allowing some acts to take place while with Bobby. That being said, I enjoyed the film. It did have some decent performances, paired with a fantastic concept idea. The idea was so good that some people believed there was an actual black zodiac. The makeup and special effects used in this 2001 horror film are excellent. The ending was a bit silly in my book, but I still believe that this was a fun movie. Something you can watch without thinking too hard. That's all we have for you today. If you haven't already, think about liking and subscribing to our channel. Hit the bell to get notified when we upload in the future.